Yo, what's up guys? It's Owen, also known as Spaghetti Slap here, and today we got a pretty insane story. Like this one, it's just crazy. Like even like thinking about it now, I still don't even believe that it happened. Like this shit was insane. And before we hop into the story time, I'm gonna plug my Twitch in the description below. If you want to check me out, go ahead. You can stop and say hi whenever you want, whatever. All right. Let's get started with this story time. Alright, so this story all takes place back in like freshman, sophomore year when I first started smoking weed. And around this time, I was kind of a seasoned smoker. Like, I knew how to smoke and handle my shit alright. But I wasn't super stoner to where I could smoke a shit ton and then be completely fine afterwards. I'd like get a little freaked out, a little paranoid. All that shit. So it was a weekday. Everything was going completely normal. Went to school, had no problems. Pretty good day at school, actually. And I know it was like a Wednesday or a Thursday because the next day I had to wake up and go to school. But anyways, I remember I always had to smoke to go to bed. Like I could not sleep unless I smoked. So when it was like 12 or 1 at night, maybe even 2, I'd sneak out, walk around, and smoke. So I remember this night in particular, I rolled a doobie, a little J, and I snuck out the garage, and thankfully, it was super easy to sneak out of my house. The way my house was set up, my room was in the basement, and everybody else was upstairs, but the garage door was right at the top of the stairs, so I could just go out that door, and then there was a back door to the garage, so I wouldn't even have to open the garage and make noise. So I sparked up this joint, walking down the sidewalk, minding my own business, and I'm walking by the pool, and I'm like, you know what? I want to go down there by the creek, because down there by the creek, there was also, like, sewer tunnels that led to the sewers, and I always like, exploring them, especially at night, because I don't know, I like scary shit. I was a weird fucking kid, right? So I'm probably about halfway through this joint, and I walk into these tunnels, and I'm walking through these tunnels for at least like 15, 20 minutes. Like I'm getting deep in these tunnels. Like I'm talking real deep. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm in these tunnels, right? And as I'm like walking through them, I see like this like dim light glowing like around the corner, because like the tunnels were like curving, so it was like you'd be walking through, but it's almost like you're walking through like a big snake. Like it's just like a bunch of curves, so you can never like see ahead of you, basically. So at this point, I'm like already tiptoeing because I like being a quiet walker, but I'm trying extra hard to tiptoe now. Like I'm being extra quiet. And as I'm like rounding this like curve, I start hearing like chanting, like people like chanting Kumbaya or something, like shark bait ooh ha type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of getting freaked out because I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know what's going on. All I hear is ooh da da ooh da 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 type shit. Like I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like what? Why am I hearing chanting? So like I start tiptoeing around the corner. And when I get around this fucking corner, dude, my heart dropped to my fucking nuts, dude. I swear to God. I ran this corner and I saw 3 dudes in fucking like cloaks, covering their faces, chanting around this like circle with like 5 candles lit and everything. And they're fucking like chanting, and I'm like trying to like get closer, like I'm tiptoeing. I want to get closer, like see what this shit is all about. Because, I'm kind of curious. Like, I want to know what's going on. Like, I know that I probably shouldn't have been, but I wanted to know. Because I'm curious and I'm white. So, why would I ever run from a problem? I'm going to go right to it. I want to see what it's all about. So, I'm tiptoeing and I'm like getting closer. And they're definitely like doing some sort of chant. But as I get closer, I see this like goblet, like this like cup in the middle of the circle. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why the fuck do they got a cup down here? Are they doing like blood rituals or something? Like that one scene from like The Babysitter where they like stab the dude in the head and they like collect his blood in like the goblet or like the little cup thing, and then they like all drink it afterwards because they're like, I don't know, making a pact with the devil or something. I don't know. It's been forever since I've seen that movie. Anyways, I'm tiptoeing up on them as they're chanting, right? And with my fucking luck, dude, I fucking I'm tiptoeing, and I fucking step on a rock, right? And when I step on this rock, I fucking like slide with it. And it makes this loud ass scrape noise. And I'm like, fuck. And all 3 of them in unison turn to me. And I shit you not, bro, I fucking left. I was gone. You thought I was about to stick around and find out? Fuck that shit. Hell to the fucking no. Hell to the no. I might be white, but I'm not that white. So I'm running down the tunnel, right? And I hear footsteps after me. And I'm like, fuck, why the fuck are they chasing me? No, no, please, please. Oh my God. Like, I'm not even like a believer like that. Like, I'm spiritual and all, but I don't know what I believe in. Like, I don't have a set belief. But I'm like, please, God, please, please save my ass. No, I'm not about that shit. Please. I don't want to get sacrificed next. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. So I'm running down this tunnel, and I get out of the tunnel. I jump over the fucking creek, and I run up the hill, and I go to the pool. And I sit there for a second, catch my breath, and I was like, silence. Nothing. So I like go back over, I look down into the creek by the sewer tunnels, and I'm like, nobody? They didn't come out? Nothing? So I'm like, all right, you know what? Whatever. I'm going to leave it at that. So I walked my merry ass back home. I rolled up another joint because I had too much adrenaline. So I sneak out and I go on another walk. I'm walking along the sidewalk, doing my own thing. And where I lived at the time, there was a park that was like 5 minutes away. Like it was literally like right down the street. And right next to that park, there was a pool. And from the park and the pool, you can see like into the creek, not like completely into the creek, but you can like see it go down and you can like see like that whole area pretty much. So right as I get to the park, I see two people walk up from the creek up the hill. And I was like still on edge. So I didn't know what the fuck they were doing. I didn't know who they were. I didn't know if they were related to what I just saw. But I was like, no, fuck that. I can't run home, but I'm at like the perfect spot to where if I just run to the slide and like hide inside of the slide, then they probably won't see me. So I run to the slide, I go like halfway up it, and I start hearing footsteps in the sand. And I'm like, oh shit, I might be boned. I might literally be boned and skinned alive in the next couple of seconds. So I hear him chit-chatting away, I don't know about what, but I hear him talking as they're walking up, and I'm holding my breath, terrified. And I'll be damned, with my fucking luck, dude, my lighter falls out of my pocket. And in the quiet of the night, dude, that shit was so goddamn loud. Like, you heard that shit slide down the slide, you heard it hit the sand, you heard it as clear as day. So I'm like, fuck it. I slide down the slide, and I grab my lighter, and I scare the shit out of these two like teenage boys that are like the same age as me. But they also scare the shit out of me. Cause I'm like, they were quiet once the lighter slid down the slide. I was quiet until I went out of the slide, and we scared the shit out of each other. And they look at me and they're like, dude, you look like you just saw a fucking ghost. And I'm like, bro, I seen some shit tonight that I don't know what it was. And yeah, I'm a little terrified. I won't lie. And I was like, what'd you see, bro? And I was like, I think I just saw a ritual, a satanic one. And I think they would have killed me if I didn't run. So yeah, I am a little petrified. So yeah, I won't lie, you guys low-key scared the shit out of me because I thought you was part of it. Because I saw you walking up from the creek, and that's where I saw it happen at, like, in those sewers down there. And he was like, bro, what the fuck? Hell no, we weren't part of that shit, but I'm glad at least you made it out all right. And I'm like, thanks, bro. Me too, to be honest. I didn't think I was gonna. And he was like, of course, bro. So what you doing out so late anyways? And I was like, I snuck out to smoke some weed. What about you guys? And he was like, bro, same. So yeah, then we ended up smoking at the park together. So that was pretty fun. So then I went home, and that's where my story concludes, Went out to smoke some weed, saw a satanic ritual, smoked at the park with some kids that I thought were part of the satanic ritual. So yeah, pretty insane, pretty crazy night, and I still had to wake up and go to school in the morning, and that sucked because I stayed up until like 3 that night, and I had to wake up at like 6 and go to school. But anyways, moral of the story is, don't be dumb like me. Don't sneak out to go smoke weed at night, because I genuinely probably could have got really hurt. Like, I don't know what their intentions were. I don't know what they were doing, so I could have ended up getting really hurt. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this story time. Pretty crazy one in my opinion. But yeah, if you guys did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.